Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. I'm here in the dining room annex of the workshop because it's got a nice big flat table and I'm doing a job that could benefit from that. I got a request to do a little bit of rework on a bulletin board. Lydia works in the accounting department at the Sisters of St. Joseph here in Kalamazoo, and they just got a brand new building. Well, not just got it, they had it about 3 years, but they just moved into it. And in doing that, they're now doing redecorating. And if you put that many women in one building and say redecorate, you get a lot of things that they want to have done. Well, one of the things that they would like to be able to do is use this bulletin board. There's a couple of problems with it. One, it's faded. You can see where there's a lighter line around the outside and the darker area inside. Sunlight does that. You know, you've got bulletins over the top of it all the time and it fades out. So that's one issue. The other issue is they want to hang it horizontally. Well, it's set up to hang vertically, not the way they want it. It also has two rather large screw eyes in the back of the picture frame, and those make it hang out from the wall and knock two big dents in the wall. So they would like to have it hang differently. That can be done. Final thing is, when they put the bulletin board in, they put cork over a fiberboard, and then they drove all these nails into the perimeter of it, which works, nothing wrong with that, and it was a good long-term solution for the place it was in, doing the thing it was doing. But they don't like it anymore. So they want to have different ways to put that bulletin board in. They want to wrap the bulletin board with cloth. For one, they want to have a different pattern on the bulletin board. The cork works, but they'd like to have something a little more lively. Also, with cloth, the pin marks don't show. So, that's what my job is today. One, put different clips so that I can hold the bulletin board in so it can be easily removed. Then also remove the nails so that they're not there anymore and rehang the picture. So that's what we're going to do. The dining room table provides a very nice work surface. And with a couple of towels underneath it, the table won't damage the picture frame and the picture frame won't damage the table. So first thing I need to do is remove the wire. And I think the easiest way to accomplish that is just to cut it. Now my part of the task is to put the clips on. And the clips came with these really nice screws. They're designed for anchoring it to a wall. Put these poly anchors into the wall. The screw goes into the poly anchor and it fastens a mirror. These are actually mirror clips to a plasterboard wall. Well, this isn't plasterboard. And these screws are about 1/4 inch longer than what the picture frame is thick. So I need to come up with a different way of making these things attach. So I'm going to be using these little tiny brass screws, which will go through and engage the wood in the picture frame quite nicely. And because They are flathead screws. They'll go in there and not cause a mark on the wall. I'm going to go around here and 1 foot in from the end, from the corner. I'll be putting a screw in each one of these corners and another one in the middle.
They must have bought nails wholesale. There's a bunch of nails in this thing.
Now we'll go along and put the clips on.
Once I had all the screws and clips on that one side, I was able to pull all the nails out of that side. I still had nails on the other side though.
Unfortunately, these clips come 4 to a package. So I'm going to have to go through 2.5 packages per bulletin board. Not a problem. They're relatively inexpensive. And they're going to make it so that if somebody changes their mind about the color of the fabric, which Lord knows that won't ever happen. But if somebody does, then they can just loosen these screws up and pull the bulletin board out and put them right back in the places they came out of.
Due to a lack of planning though, I only got 4 packages, so now I gotta go back and get another package. When I went back to the store, I find that they were out of the 1/8 inch, so I was going to be stuck with using 1/4 inch. Bummer.
Can't use very long screws. Don't want to go through the back and end up poking a screw point through the front of this really nice carved frame. Okay, that part of the job is done. I'm going to put one of these hangers right here at that 1 foot mark. That'll mean that it's not at center. At center they tend to wobble. You want to have it a little bit above center so it always hangs down on the bracket. I'm going to set one there and one on the opposite side, right at the 1 foot mark, which I conveniently used a ruler to set right here, so I'll have them both the same distance. That way when you go to hang it on the wall, you can take a 4-foot level, which I have, and put a nail here and a nail over there, or whatever kind of hanging bracket that you like. Reach up in behind, flip that up, and then lay it over the top of the nail and set the picture frame down, and it will hang straight automatically. And it won't come out of position. It won't wobble on you. And just making sure that everything is exactly where I want it. "12 inches down." Now, why would I measure that again? Because you always measure twice and cut once. Always. So now my part of the task is done. I've got the clips in, I've got the hangers on, we're all set. The designer has to pick out the cloth, and then I'll assist her in putting the cloth on. But I think this job is done. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.